All right, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are in this country. Happy August. Welcome to the MFIC Pro webinar demo. Excited to share with you, and those of you that will be watching the recording later. We are recording as always. I know a lot of you guys are busy right now, hopefully a good busy, a productive busy. But right now we want your attention. We want you to turn off everything else. Focus some time on your business. That's what we're going to do for the next, about 45 minutes. We're going to talk about a platform that will help you grow your business in a very unique, very powerful way. You will not be disappointed. I can guarantee you that. We've got some amazing results that we're going to be sharing with you from other folks that are already a part of this program. And at the same time, you're going to learn how we have developed this platform to also impact more lives. And as you all know, I'm sure, everyone wants to be a part of something bigger. Everyone wants to be more important than just simply selling a widget. In our world, it's called a mortgage. So we have bridged that gap. We're not only going to help you close more loans, get more referral partners, but also have a bigger impact on every single person you meet. And as a hint, even people that don't end up working with you, you're going to go home at night feeling like you did change some lives. And that's not just a cliche. You will see what we're talking about. And at the heart of what we're going to talk about is what's called the referral action system. And that is going to be truly the system, the defined system that you're going to learn about today that's going to help you get out there and increase your business rapidly in 90 days or less. We've already got people doing that, so we're going to share exactly what we're doing for them. So let's dive in. One of the promises you're going to get out of today is a new awareness of how to network. Right now, most of the people I talk to all around the country, and not just in the mortgage world, but any sales professional who's trying to network and grow their business. We say all the time, your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. What we're going to do with our system is help you go from this unorganized, this scattered networking approach where you're it's confusing. You're trying to reach out to different people, but you don't do it systematically. You don't do it as regularly as you should. You don't get into that weekly habit. Or you'll put together maybe a networking group and you'll skip months here and there, or people will kind of fizzle out because there's nothing really that draws them to show up every month to really and pull away from their day-to-day noise, their business. So we're going to take you from that to a very organized, very defined system to not only go out and meet with new referral partners, as well as going out and grabbing your current ones that already love you to death and send you lots of business. We're going to give you a system that brings them all together around you so that you have a more consistent referral network, sending you more business, and of course, helping you close more business and make more money instead of this random, inconsistent income that you're currently probably experiencing. We're going to answer a huge question, and you may have seen this. I've sent out some emails, videos. I think I've got this on our YouTube. A big thing I've been talking about with everyone that I hear all the time. You just get back to your office after a great meeting with a real estate agent who you'd really love to partner with and do business with and help some of their clients. You get back to the office and you say, now what? Now what do I do? Am I going to now become that annoying loan officer that just keeps following up? How do I really compel this person? We did hit it off, but how do we really have a reason to get back together again? We don't have any clients to work together on, so what am I going to do? Just put this new agent in my email drip campaign, tickle them with weekly rate updates? Folks, you know darn well they're getting those from a handful of other people at a minimum, and they expect that from you. So here's the problem with that. They already expect to get that stuff from you. That's how they expect this to go. You had coffee, you had lunch, they liked you, you liked them, but you didn't give them a compelling enough reason to make a move to start sending their next client to you, to entrust their next paycheck to you. So now you're stuck back at your office saying, now what do I do? We're going to solve that problem for you. We already have, you just don't know about it yet. So my name is Trevor Hammond, and I am the founder, CEO of MFIC Pro. You're going to learn a lot about my program, and if you do decide to come on board, you will get to know me a lot better because I personally work with and coach and support everyone in our system. There's no buying the book and not reading it. There's no buying the product and never unwrapping it and getting out of the box. I see that happen everywhere over my 13, 14, gosh, I guess nearly 15 years now. I've closed a lot of loans. I've been to a lot of great events. I go to the Todd Duncan Sales Mastery every year, so hopefully I've met a lot of you there. I've been to Stephen Marshall's event. As a company, we have been sponsors the last couple of years of these events. I have helped a lot of clients. I can't even add up all the names and numbers, but I've helped a lot of families. So I've learned what's missing in the most loan officers' business. As you come in, I just want to make sure everybody knows I'm muting you. Mute all. So we've helped a lot of families in this business. And I've seen that there's a lot that we need to do as a mortgage professional. There's a need for the consumer out there. They're coming to us to get a mortgage, okay? Fact is, nobody wants a mortgage. We all need to, of course, just embrace that fact. Nobody wants a mortgage. They want the house. The real estate agent gets to work with the emotional side. People want what they're selling. They don't want what we're selling. But at the same time, I realize there is a tremendous need and an opportunity as a client basically undresses for us as they fill out this loan application. We see everything about them. And we have an amazing opportunity to help them in other areas of their money, their finance. So back in 2007, I decided to do something about it. And so I created my financial independence coach, which is really the heart of what we're talking about today. We're going to get into the business model of the platform, but at the core, I created an online financial education program to help families with money and to empathize with them and said, hey, after I help you get into this house, after I refinance and free up some money for you, I know you're on to other things. You're on to trying to pay off other debts. You're on to improving credit. You're on to figuring out how the heck you're going to save for college and somehow retire at the same time. So I went out, I put together a very rudimentary version of what you'll see today, the first version. Now, of course, it's much prettier and professional. But my clients gobbled it up. And suddenly I had a whole different value proposition for anybody who came to me to talk about a mortgage. And put really simply, hey, if you work with me, look what you're going to get access to for free as a gift. That changed everything. Okay, I was already helping a lot of people, had enjoyed many of the great successes that are available to us in this industry. But that right there finally was something that took me from being a commodity, a loan officer, which, boy, they could go anywhere, any bank, credit union, brokerage. They can find a loan officer anywhere, but they couldn't find a financial educator. And even though I got paid selling a loan, I was viewed completely differently. And I also became a great connector to other professionals because I was the gatekeeper. If they needed anything, start a 529 plan for their kids' education or roll over a 401k, they were calling me because I had a system that they knew would connect them with professionals that I already vetted, I knew, I trusted in the area. And that got me a lot of referrals from not only real estate agents, but other financial professionals, tax advisors, estate planners even, financial planners. So it wasn't until 2010 when I had some loan officers approaching me saying, you know, I've got some clients that could really benefit from your online educational system, you know, and coaching system. Could I plug them in there? Could I give them access to it? And I kind of said, well, why would you want to do that? It's got my name and face all over it. And then it kind of dawned on me. That light bulb goes off, you know, once in a while in our lives. And I said, my gosh, why don't we just create a way to brand it for the loan officer and let them do everything I've been doing now for 3 years, even through the downturn when I was actually reinventing my services and getting more people to want to work with me. So we created MFIC Pro for the professional to take our entire platform that we're about to show you, brand it for you, let you give it away as a gift to everyone you talk to, differentiate finally have something different and unique and more relevant to offer a consumer who's looking at using you for their services, and a way to connect you with other professionals faster and easier with something to talk about. So that's what we're going to get into today. So not to rehash what we've all been through, but it's been quite a storm. We still need to remember that because we learned so much from it. The last several years has been quite the ride for a lot of people. Crazy to think about the fact we're in the middle of this refinance tsunami. And I know a lot of the best loan officers around the country are actually ignoring them as much as they can and just focused on purchases. We've got some of our own mortgage sponsors that are sharing that with me all the time. They're closing so many purchases right now, even though everybody's talking about the refinance market. But it was a storm. I mean, our clients went through it. They're still a little paranoid out there. They're still kind of starting to put the feelers out there, but they're still a little worried about getting back into the housing market because they got so burned. And many of them, it was the most stressful time of their lives. And I know as mortgage professionals and real estate professionals out there, we've all been through this too because we're on the front lines. So we've had to come up with a solution. And that solution is really to help you go out to your real estate partners, build your business in a better, more foundational way to get more referrals and have more partners that only are dedicated to you. I'm throwing an actual testimonial up from just a few weeks ago from John Thompson. He's been part of our program for, gosh, since we rolled it out 2 years ago. And you can see the screen, but I presented MFIC Pro and the referral action system to a group of real estate agents, and they loved it. So he emailed me this. In 1 week, he's got 8 realtors now partnering with him to co-brand our platform and refer him business. Now, since then, he's actually called us to turn on more websites to co-brand with realtors. He's going crazy with our system. But, of course, he was kind enough to email this to me, share how excited he was. And, gosh, 2 weeks ago, he was on one of our training calls, because every week we do training calls for our current sponsors so they can hear from people like John, what's working, what's not working, you know, how can I succeed, and you kind of minimize the learning curve. It all starts with the story. So we're going to dive into why this is working. We've identified 4 blind spots over 10-plus years of helping families, talking and meeting and working with financial planners and tax advisors and insurance agents, all these professionals. And together we've come up with these 4 financial blind spots that are keeping everyone we know, even ourselves, from achieving financial independence, achieving the goals. And in our world, the mortgage world, obviously getting back into the housing market. And we're not going to go into full detail on these, but these are promoted to your clients learn about them, and it also positions you as a much more valuable resource. Not just selling a loan, but teaching them kind of what they need to avoid and really look at in more depth around their money and their life. Number 1, lack of a plan. Families, we all know it, and a lot of ourselves, we don't have plans around anything. If you want to get out of debt, you've got to have a plan. If you want to save for college for your kids and help them through that, you better get a plan together. If you want to retire someday, you better have a retirement plan. In our world, again, if you want to buy a house anytime in the next 6 to 12 months, or even now, you better put a plan together. So we actually show you how you can help them avoid all of these blind spots within your own expertise. Same with other people you partner with, real estate agents, financial professionals. Number 2, lack of fiscal literacy. Okay, that's a big duh. We don't understand money as well as we should. None of us do. I don't understand estate planning as much as I should, so I need to partner with an estate planner. I need to have an expert in that area, okay? That estate planner doesn't know all the ins and outs of mortgage financing, okay, or investing in real estate, okay? Not even all the tax laws. Number 3, storing money in inefficient places. Your customers are dealing with day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month money decisions, cash flow decisions that nobody is out there helping them with. Financial planners don't typically want to help people with this stuff. We're talking about 30-year versus a 15-year fixed, paying down a credit card versus putting money into my reserve account for emergencies, saving for college or saving for retirement. Okay, all these things really are, where do I store my money? And so we're helping families answer those questions. And finally, and here's where you guys come in, this is the piece that's going to tie in this whole business model that we've developed that is working so good. Lack of a wealth team. So right there, you probably get it, but let me explain. We're teaching all of the consumers, families everywhere, that they need a wealth team. Okay? Now that's where you come in, as I said. We're bringing together now, we have a platform for all the professionals who are part of a wealth team to come together, work together around a defined system, build their business together, and refer more business back and forth together. Now specifically, to make all this happen, we have covered every step of this. So this is not just a way to open doors to get new referral partners. It's not just a way to impress clients, but this is also a way to stay in front of clients year-round and prospective clients. It's also a way to take that next step with that new referral partner you just met with. So not only do we get you the meeting, we also give you the system to answer that now what problem that we all have. The next step is they get to co-brand a complete financial education website or center with you. So as you can see on the screen, your logo up here, their logo here, you are co-branding a financial education website for your clients, really for the real estate agent's clients. Realtor gets to plug everybody in, give it away as a gift for free to everyone they talk to. In their world, some of the key words that really stand out to them and make this pop: capture, cultivate, convert more prospects. And a lot of this will come up in training, but we give them a very easy way to capture and retain more prospects and over time convert them into clients. Because most of the time real estate agents don't want to do that. They need to focus on today's business. As a loan officer, you now have a defined system to help incubate those people, cultivate them over time, and when they're ready to buy or even sell, you're turning them right back over to that agent. That's what the agents love to hear. What you're doing at this point, you are becoming the leader of the wealth team, and when you go out to your real estate agents to provide this opportunity to them, they are also becoming the leader of the wealth team. You're saying, Sally Realtor, I'm going to help you with a defined system where we're all going to work together and we're going to bring in other financial professionals to build your network. Your real estate agent actually gets to go out and select their own wealth team, a financial advisor they know and trust, a tax advisor, an insurance agent, an estate planner. We've got people already adding commercial lenders, commercial real estate agents, tax attorneys. Okay, you can add more than this. This is what we call the core six. There's real estate attorneys as well. You build out the faculty with that realtor, but what's really happening for you, the originator, the real estate agent is going out and connecting you with all of these professionals. And what's super, super fun is we're seeing it happen every week. Our sponsors are calling me, emailing, like, hey, I've got my 5 agents out connecting me with 20 financial professionals over the next 2 weeks. That's how it's working. It's amazing. So one thing we just solved for you is you don't have to have all your eggs in just a real estate basket. You want to go out to just a core 5, maybe 10, depending on your level of success and where you want to go, core 5 or 10 real estate agents over time. Let them then multiply your referral network with these other professionals, because now you have a way to open the doors to them and work with them, because now you're asking them to be a part of something that your clients or the real estate agent's clients, when they need some tax advice, or when now they're a homeowner and they're done with TurboTax and they need to go with the tax advisor, they can connect with that tax advisor that you know and recommend through My Financial Independence Coach. They get promoted on your website under the faculty page. So everybody that you put together and your real estate agent puts together on the wealth team gets promoted with a bio, a picture, and your clients can connect with those folks anytime and get more business. And together, obviously, we call that a win-win. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win. You, your referral partners, of course, your agent, and your clients. Everybody is a winner in the system that we've put together. Now, for those of you who don't know some of these numbers, what we do is we arm you with the tools you need, some data that you need to really show value to a potential referral partner, namely a real estate agent. And this is from Mike and Brian Ferry. You've probably heard of them. If not, they are nationally recognized and known real estate trainers. And what they have found is it takes 49 and a half, you got to love the half, I know, 49 and a half conversations to get one closed transaction. Now think about it from the real estate agent's mindset, because they make more per transaction than you as a loan officer, I'm assuming, unless you know something I don't. One transaction for them, if it's a $250,000 house and they get, say, 3% of the listing fee, $7,500, okay? And we have a system to help them do that, because every closing starts with a conversation. Every sale starts with a conversation. And we have a system for your agents and you to have way more conversations every single week, every month, all year long. And we put a lot of these things into a presentation that's very similar to what you're seeing to go out to your agents to actually present this opportunity to them. And that's how our mortgage professionals are adding so many agents to their partnership right now to work exclusively with them around our system. So essentially what we're going to help you do over 90 days, remember your network is your net worth. They're up there at the top of the screen. This referral action system is all about you going out and getting 5 dedicated real estate agents who then connect you to 20 more financial professionals, 4 each. And as you can see some numbers, what that turns out to be for you. And we have a system around this, so you're going to put some expectations on these folks, so it's not just going haphazard at this. We've already outlined all this. 60 leads a month, 60 new introductions, 60 new conversations, as I just mentioned, 12 closings. And as you can probably tell, that's a 20% conversion. What we're doing is we're assuming that over time, if 20% of everyone you meet that has questions about housing ends up closing with you, which is much lower than industry standards, and if you make $2,500 per closing, that's $30,000 a month. Now, some of you right now are making that. You're making more than that. That's fantastic. We've got people coming on board that do make more than this, but they're doing it without a defined system, or they're doing it because of the current refinance craze going on. They know it's not sustainable. We're talking about a consistent, sustainable business model that is built around a referral network. And I threw my own quote in here because it seemed to really hit home with what I'm always saying to people. There is nothing more important than being face-to-face and bringing value to your referral partners. A lot of times I'm saying, what's more important than being knee-to-knee and face-to-face over coffee, lunch, mastermind groups, okay? You need to pour value into these residual income sources for you. That's what these folks are, and a lot of people are ignoring their referral partners, and they don't even know how to go out and get more of them. So we had to develop a system to really help you do that. So what we're talking about is a complete business development model. Like I said earlier, we're going to help you open the doors to new real estate agents who are going to have an easy way to open doors to you to meet financial advisors, CPAs, estate planners, insurance agents. And what's different here, if you haven't already figured it out, I'll connect the dots here, but you're not going in asking for their business, for them to start referring you business. You're actually going in saying, great to meet you. Look, we're trying to help families achieve a better financial future. We've got an online website that we give away as a gift to everyone we talk to. And first and foremost, if one of those families or people raises their hand and has a question on taxes, or a question about retirement, or an investment question, we need people there to help them. Would you like to be a part of this? Would you like to be that person that works with us to help our clients? I'll tell you what, if you're not already hearing this, that is completely different than every one of your competition is approaching those folks. They're going in looking for business. They're going in hoping to hit a home run and somehow get a referral out of that financial planner. They're hoping that real estate agent suddenly ditches their lender of 7 years and sends their next potential paycheck to you. That's why relationships aren't working that well, folks. That's why you see you, maybe possibly you, but your colleagues having so much trouble partnering with real estate agents that only refer them and bend over backwards to get them business. So we spend our days, weeks, months solving these problems and creating a better way for you to partner with folks. And then the biggest missing piece we realized was you go out, you actually do hit a home run. You get a new real estate agent that wants to partner with you. But they don't have anybody to send you a lead right now. And you still get back to the office and say, now what? What we did is we created an entire year, a library in essence, of high-level business development topics for you to get together once a month. You, your agent, and the financial professionals that agents introduced you to, and essentially meet and grow your business together. Okay? You can call it a mastermind group. We call it business development groups because you're all there to develop business together. And what that does, without just saying it right out to them, it's going to develop those relationships for you. It's going to build rapport. It's going to put you at the center of that wealth team, and your real estate agent who's partnering with you is going to realize, hey, that puts me at the center of the wealth team as well, because they're the ones helping bring that group together for you. They're the ones doing most of the work from everything we've seen so far from people doing this. We give you agendas from high level like marketing and selling, videos to watch with discussion questions for you to sit there for 60, 90, maybe 120 minutes and have the best mastermind group meeting you've ever had. And you can do that all year long. That's what we're training on. That's the piece. If you've ever tried to do it, a lot of them don't ever last very long because after a while there's no need to get together. It's just a leads group. And leads groups, frankly, don't work very well. They're just there. Everybody's there looking for leads, looking to fill their pockets. We're talking about getting together to help each other grow their business. We are feeding you the agendas and topics for discussion, and from that, you will develop partnerships. You provide more value, you will get more referrals, and of course, you will make more money. So let's glance at the site real quick, so I can just show you the actual site so you feel comfortable with that. It looks like this. Your logo is going to go up here in the corner. I will minimize this real quick and go over to the site. So here's our demo site. This is the real site you would get, except with your logo, your handsome or beautiful picture here. We make it very easy for people to contact you anytime. So as they log into the site with their own username and password and access the content, we always are going to remind them that this is you. This is your site that you're giving them access to. They're going to learn about the 4 blind spots here. They can read about them on the site. They can download our PDF. One of the coolest things that we've developed is a way for your clients to ask a question anytime about money, about investing, savings, retirement, college, debt, mortgages, real estate. They can click this button right here. It will open up a dialog box just like a normal email, subject, any length of email. Hey, Brad, thinking about buying an investment property. And literally, folks, this morning I got this email from one of my past clients, and I no longer close loans, originate loans, but I still have stayed connected. Every one of my clients is a member of my financial independence coach. They still call me. I am now going to be able to introduce him to a lender as well as a real estate agent. He's thinking about keeping their current house as an investment property and going out and buying a new one. So he used this feature today, literally, is what I'm getting at. So they can email you. They can also, if they know what kind of professional they'd like to connect with, they can click the box. If they're logged in, it will capture their info, spam filter, click send. This will now send an email immediately to you with all of the information, and you now have the ability to either answer the question if it's in your expertise, or you get to go hand this lead off to somebody in the wealth team, somebody that's on your faculty. So if you're on the site, you can go over to the faculty page, and here's where all of the professionals on your wealth team are featured in the site. And I'll tell you, it's as easy as I'm doing it for you right now. This is what you're out showing. Either you pull out your iPad, your laptop, send somebody the link and let them log into your site for a financial planner to see where they would be featured, how they would be promoted. And that client can also go right into the faculty and want to reach out to Judy. Click the email Judy button. Same format, send Judy an email asking her a direct question. So we're creating multiple ways for either you to be the quarterback or for your clients to go straight to one of your referral partners that you're promoting on the site. When somebody fills out this to Judy and clicks the send button, the email goes directly to Judy, but the cool part is you get an email notification within seconds that says which client of yours or prospect sent a message to which faculty member on your site. So you can oversee and manage any leads or any connections that are made as the sponsor of the program. Now all that Judy, the financial planner, cares about is a whole new way to open me up to more potential clients, okay, where I can help more people with their investment needs and financial needs. So that's how the faculty works. You choose who you want to be on the faculty. As many people as you want, as few as you want. Real estate professionals, they can put in their social links, and they can check out their website if they want. If they want to go check out Judy's actual business website, we give a link to that, and we can track those click-throughs for you. Your contact page, all your information is here to promote you constantly. The About page is all about you. This is very simple, but you can put links and videos and a link over to your blog. If it's co-branded, you could actually put a link to your real estate agent's, listings, anything you want. All customizable, or it's turnkey and just turn it on and go as you want. Now, normally for your clients, when they log in, they're coming to what's called the dashboard, and this is where they're going to access all the financial content, the education, the coaching. We're going to promote your faculty constantly for you, so they can learn how to plan their life, master their cash flow, and protect what's important. And I'll tell you right now, as transparent as possible, we've had credit unions review this, financial planners review this. We've had all of the content. It's very just educational. There's nothing to sell. We don't sell any product. Everything's been run through the ringer, so there's nothing to be concerned about from a content standpoint. The goal is to educate the person to the point where they actually need the service or the product, and let you and your wealth team take care of that for them. So I'll show you inside a couple of these. You can see these are status progress bars. Somebody can keep track, each client can keep track of their progress in each of these sections. They can click on Master Your Cash Flow. They can go in and calculate their net worth by plugging in their assets, their installment debt, their revolving debt. They can edit this any time they want, as often as they want. They can keep track of their net worth. Same with their income and their expenses. So they can put in their monthly income, and then we did something really cool that we hadn't seen anybody else do that a lot of people were asking for, that non-monthly income. Those quarterly bonuses or an annual bonus or a tax refund that you know is coming in a few months. You can put those in throughout the year, and same with the expenses, all leading to a cash flow projection. And this is to help your clients actually log in any time and go, hey, how does my cash flow, how's my income and expenses look 12 months out from today? Even better, they can say, how does my checking account look 12 months out from today? So they can say, okay, what was my balance at the beginning of August? It's $5,400. Well, based on everything I've plugged in and all of my reoccurring income and expenses I've plugged in throughout the year, I'm fine. My checking account balance should just keep going up unless something changes. Now, we've seen some where it's not that way, and it's made the consumers be able to say, whoa, we might have an issue come tax time, because we know we're going to owe roughly a few $1,000s, and we're going to be negative that month. So they can start making plans ahead of time. And I'm not going to, again, go into all the details here, but you can get an idea of what your clients are able to do. They can map out their goal for cash reserves. They can build a savings plan, and they can build a spending plan based on everything they're spending today. What's their goals? They're kind of where they basically walk away with a budget. So they can plug in what they want their expenses to be and look at the summary. These guys actually apparently for our fictitious family want to spend more than they're spending now. Of course, that's not normal. So that's how the dashboard works. Down here, it's basic education on a lot of topics. This is the fiscal literacy piece. Debt, credit, real estate, mortgages, college, savings, investing, estate planning. Basic, non-salesy education on any of these topics. They can go through. They can learn what debt management really is. Click a box. They've read this section. They've learned from it. Go back to the debt, and it shows this step is complete. They log back in 2 weeks later. Reducing the cost of debt is where they need to work on. Very simple here. This is just simple information on this section. Click there. Debt. We've got different frequently asked questions we put down here. So content is always evolving. We're always adding fresh content. And I think that's the best part of the site, just to show you guys for now, to keep it high level for you. And on the back end, I'm not going to go through this. This is high level secret material. But this is where you can control the site. You can see who's logging in, who's not logging in, who you want to follow up with. You can even see what sections they're working on. You don't see any private content, but you can see what sections they're working on. So again, after this is all done, if you have any questions, we're happy to show you through it. But let's dive back over to the actual PowerPoint. And kick off from here. So everything I just showed you, we said, you know what, we've got to make it very simple for people to use this and engage and enroll people, you the professional. So with your website, you get a mobile enrollment app. It'll have your picture, your logo on it. Okay? For your real estate agents, they're going to get their own too. If you co-brand our platform with the real estate agent, they're going to get their own version of this, and they love this. I'm showing you way more than you'll probably ever use at this point, because what's working is a loan officer to go out, have a very good conversation with a new real estate agent. They pull out their phone and they show them this. And they say, guess what? I've got something that could help you capture more leads walking through that open house. All those people that don't want to sign up for your monthly real estate newsletter, you can give them something different, something more relevant to help them with money, but everything's going to be branded with your information on it. They can initiate email campaigns from here if they wish, and essentially they're plugging them into the whole system where you as the loan officer now have that information so you can help cultivate that long-term lead if somebody's not quite ready to go. So basically what we're promoting here to you, and for you to then be armed to go out and explain this to a real estate agent, is you've got a defined system. You've got a platform to differentiate you from the competition. Okay, you're going to become the leader of the wealth team. You're going to be able to capture, cultivate, and convert more leads so that higher conversion over time happens for you. You're going to be able to provide relevant financial education and tips and strategies to help people with money, which is going to endear them to you when they need your product and service. And of course, we want to give you a system for more predictable, consistent monthly revenue. And the fact is, and this is part of our presentation to real estate agents that we give you to go give to real estate agents, a more financially confident person will buy more quickly. You probably have people on the fence, still a little scared, a little skittish about getting back into the real estate game. If their money is in line, if they've learned how to save better, if they've been able to work on paying off their debt, and you have been a part of that, they're going to work with you and they're going to move quicker. So I'm going to invite you to join us. I'm going to tell you how, But really what I'm inviting you to do, I'm sharing with you what we're doing. Nothing to sell here other than invite us and join us. We will help you personally grow your business network. We'll help you have a bigger impact on everyone you talk to. So as a quick reminder, you, then 5 agents, 20 professionals who make up your faculty to build a consistent $30,000 a month business, maybe more if your loan amounts are higher. Here's how pricing works. And everybody's sitting there, okay, Trevor, what's it cost for me to get in this? How do you pay for it? If you want one site, all by your lonesome, just with one referral network promoted on there, you're not going to co-brand it with other agents, and that's fine. You'll get there. That's $97 a month, but that's still a system. We will still help you. Okay, don't think that we're not going to still help you build that out. We're going to help you with the system to get at least 12 leads a month through that team, through that website, 30 closings per year. $6,200 a month is what we want to help you build if you want to go that route. That is, along with an activation fee of $250 so that we can set everything up for you. And throughout the year, we will add faculty members for you. We'll help any of your members, your clients who just lost their login. We do all that for people. That's $97 a month or $997 for the year. And again, you can call us so I can go over pricing with you in more detail. If you want, what we're recommending is right in the middle. That's 5 sites to build out 5 core partnerships with real estate agents. You may already have the 5 in mind that you know, but what you haven't done, I'm sure you haven't, is had those real estate agents build out the wealth teams for you. So those 5 agents connecting you with 20 other professionals, that will generate 60 leads per month. I've already gone over some of these numbers. $30,000 a month for a business model. That's $197 a month. And then we already have people working on the 10-site platform. They got through their first 5 so fast, it's been amazing. They're already working on 6 through 10, getting 5 more real estate partnerships. So they'll have 10 total. And we actually stop there. We don't feel that you need more than 10. Now, you might have a bunch of B agents or partners who, they hand out a few different cards. But in our model, you only need 10 who are truly dedicated to you, because those 10 are connecting you with a lot of other financial professionals as well. So it's not just the agents that you're partnering with and supporting, all of the other professionals that they're connecting you with. That is a big business model. So again, we've had to come up with a few options for you because not everybody, is ready for that. You're going to need an assistant. You're going to want to, build out a team, but hey, you will have the money. And we are helping people build out their teams just through our coaching, through it within the system. I personally have helped several loan officers add assistants this year already to their team so they can go to that next level of production and just focus their time on building relationships. And that's, for most of you out there, that's probably all you wish you could do. And that's $297 a month. So the ROI, the return on investment, we want it to be a no-brainer for everybody on board. We want you to make a lot of money, invest little, and love working with us. That is our goal. Anytime you do want to add 5 more sites too, you can do it anytime throughout the year. It's $100 a month for 5 additional sites. So that's 5 really more partnerships. And what we're really doing, okay, I know that's how much the investment is. What we're really doing is taking you from this unorganized networking process, this inconsistent income, to have a nice, organized, defined system to build your business, build your referral network, and enjoy consistent income. So I invite you. I'm basically not selling here. I don't like to sell. I'm sharing what we are doing and how we're already helping other folks achieve levels of success they didn't expect. You can continue on without us, I have no doubt. Okay, but I had to remind you, look at your business now. Okay, we've had people come on board our system after telling us how they've been doing the same amount of business the last several years in a row, or even a downturn. They're burnt out. They don't even like to go out and network because they've got nothing unique to talk about. They don't even have the confidence that they have anything worthwhile for that agent to move away from their current relationship. You're going out maybe getting meetings, but you're going back to your office saying, now what? You're falling right into that Einstein quote, right? The definition of insanity. doing the same things over and over but expecting different results. I see it every day, guys, and we're here to help. We truly do want to help you. I've been a loan officer, again, like I said, for 14 years. Now I just spend my days coaching others and supporting them. This happens to be a platform that I developed from being a loan officer that I know is helping everyone that's using it. Some of you, and I had to throw this picture in for everybody. I'm sure lots of you out there are making lots of money, but I've actually talked to loan officers in the middle of this refinance craze still are financially struggling. And to me, I'm going to admit it, I think that's crazy. That's ridiculous. There's so much opportunity right now. My biggest thing is don't get too many refinances to the point where you're not focusing on purchases. Okay, purchases are your future of your business. And while you enjoy the gravy, the purchases are what's going to sustain you. Those relationships will sustain you. And guess what? Purchases all become future refinances for you, typically. So we're going to take you from this. We're going to help you build a team who is dedicated to you. You're the center of that team. Your realtor becomes the center of that team. And if you are interested, if you want to join us, we will have a discussion with you. Make sure you're a good fit for our system. Make sure we will be able to help you succeed. We do want to see people that at least have some relationships already started. We need to know you're an implementer to some degree. We can't work magic, but if you are an implementer but just haven't had a real system to follow, we've got that solution for you. Okay? You can also go to MFICPro.com. Click the Join Now button on our website. Fill out your basic information. No money is collected at that point because we still want to have a conversation with you. Okay? Again, we invest a ton of time with everyone that comes on board. You're going to be a part of our coaching group. We will have that conversation with you, make sure you're a good fit for us, we're a good fit for you, so that we know you can implement our system and we can help you truly succeed. So go to MFICPro.com, click the Join Now button, fill out your information. It will come directly to us, and then we'll be in touch immediately with you to have that conversation. So hope this was helpful for everyone. I think that's it. Yep. So that's it for today. We had about 55 minutes. Truly appreciate your time. I know you're busy. Hopefully you're productive, but you've got to do some different things to achieve different results and different levels of success, and that's what I wanted to get across for everyone on here today. Even more people who will be listening to this recording afterwards. We always have people the rest of this week calling and saying, hey, how'd it go? Can you send me the link so I can listen to it? So for those of you listening to the recording, call us. Our next coaching group where we're literally going to coach people through this whole system over 90 days, hands-on, me personally coaching you through it. We have one spot at this point left to be in that next group, and that's going to kick off in about 3 weeks. So we need time to get your site set up, do a little training for you so that you are ready to hit the streets running. So if you're listening to this a little bit later this week or early next week, please reach out to us quickly, get on board, take action, and then we will take the next steps with you as a team. All right, that's it, folks. If you have any questions, email info@mficpro.com and make it a great rest of your week. We appreciate you, and we're here to help in any way we can. Bye-bye.